Yo, what is good, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today, it's time we talk about Tyrese Haliburton, not just as a good guard, not just as a flashy passer, but as a legit certified superstar. Because a few months ago, people were calling him overrated. After that All-Star game, walk-up shot, drama, folks were clowning him like he didn't belong. Fast forward to now, though. He's leading the Indiana Pacers to the NBA Finals. Who really thought about that? Who thought he could? So today we're going to break down exactly how Haliburton went from being doubted to dominant. Alright, y'all, the first thing we're going to break down is how the hate was real this year. Like, let's be for real now. Let's not act brand new either. There was serious hate on Tyrese earlier this season. After starting this year hot, he cooled off mid-season, as we all know, and the critics came out fast. People said he was just putting up empty numbers, that his play style was too cute, that he couldn't lead a team in the playoffs. He even had that rough January stretch where he was averaging just 15.2 points on 39% shooting. And yeah, it looked like he hit a wall. But we didn't realize was that Haliburton was really just reloading and not regressing. We didn't give him enough real time. We just automatically went to the hate. I was one of them haters. I'm not going to lie to you. Tyrese in that stretch, he was looking pretty rough. So to see him bounce back like he did this year so far in the playoffs and possibly leading Indiana to a championship this year, which would be very interesting to see, and on how they could do later on in the road. Like, what does that do for Indiana if Tyrese leads them to a championship? Is Tyrese a real superstar with that? Or was Pascal the reason? But that's what we're here to talk about. All right, y'all, let's talk about Tyrese Haliburton's playoff run this year and how his leadership has definitely led them down to the road of the finals. Tyrese Haliburton's leadership this year has definitely caused players like Andrew Nembhard and TJ McConnell, even Obi Toppin, and players of that nature on the Pacers team to improve a lot with his play style of being a pass-first guard. Tyrese can drop buckets when he feels like, but his leadership this year has definitely helped them go on a deep playoff run, from having players like TJ McConnell step up and hit big shots, Aaron Nesmith hitting big shots. Obi Toppin had 5 3-pointers in the game. Like, are we serious now? Obi Toppin is not, has not been that good. So, honestly, I think that's another reason why Tyrese Haliburton's, why he shouldn't be considered underrated or overlooked at anymore as a player, and why he should be considered a superstar. But anyways, so let's call it what it is, honestly, though. Tyrese Haliburton is now a superstar, not just because of the stats, not just because he's flashy, but because when it mattered most, he delivered. He's made smart decisions, taken over games, and made everyone around him better. That's the mark of a real franchise player right there, if I've ever seen one. And the crazy part about it, he's only 24. And this is just the beginning, But anyways, so yeah, if you were calling Haliburton overrated, you might want to delete those tweets, because Tyrese didn't just silence the critics. He took the Pacers all the way to the finals. But anyways, y'all, let me know in the comments, has Haliburton earned superstar status in your book? And what's next for the Pacers after this run? Don't forget to like, sub, and lock in for more content. This is Round the Rim, and we call it like we see it. Peace out, y'all.